Hey guys, today we are going to be working on a 2014 Subaru Crosstrek that the AC clutch no longer kicks in. The vehicle has Freon and the AC will not operate. Subaru has a service bulletin addressing the issue with a new updated compressor, and in this video I will show you how to change that out. The first thing we're going to do is evacuate the Freon from the vehicle using a recovery system. And I'm going to pull the vehicle into a vacuum just so I know there's no existing pressure when I take it apart. We're going to remove the belt cover, and I'll unbolt the lines going to the compressor. Next, we are going to remove the serpentine belt with a 14mm socket and ratchet. You don't have to completely remove the belt from the vehicle. We just have to take it off the necessary pulleys so we can get the AC compressor out of the vehicle. Now we can remove the belt cover mounting bracket and the alternator support bracket. And now we are going to remove the 4 mounting bolts for the AC compressor. There are 2 that go in vertically into the block and 2 that come in from the front. The bolt that comes in from the front also holds in the engine lift bracket. And now the only thing holding the AC compressor in is the harness going over the compressor to the alternator and the AC clutch connector. Once the old compressor is removed, we can install a new AC compressor. I went with a factory Subaru AC compressor, and it came pre-filled with the correct amount of oil in it. If you're getting an aftermarket compressor, check with the instructions that came with the compressor to find out if it's pre-filled or not. I had to transfer the harness clips from the old compressor to the new compressor, and I reattached the harness and plugged in the clutch. Now we're ready to reinstall the bolts holding the compressor down. It's best to start all the bolts first so everything's easy to line up. And on the one side you will reinstall the engine lift bracket. After you have all the bolts started, go ahead and lightly snug them down. And once they are all snugged down, then we're going to tighten them to a final torque of 26 foot-pounds. If you don't have a torque wrench, then you can just tighten them down with a regular ratchet, but don't over torque them or you'll strip the threads out of the block. the next thing we're going to do is reinstall the serpentine belt. And put the support bracket back on the alternator. If you are torquing down bolts, these bolts torque down to 18 foot-pounds. And now we can reinstall the belt cover bracket. We can now remove the shipping caps from the compressor. If you need to add any oil, now would be a good time to do that. And I'm also going to replace the O-rings on the two lines that hook up to the compressor. And make sure to apply AC oil or an AC approved lubricant to the O-rings before you hook them back up to the compressor. These two mounting bolts torque to 5.5 foot-pounds. Now that all of that is reassembled, we can install the belt cover. And now that the system is back together, we need to pull a vacuum on the system and then recharge it with the correct amount of Freon. Once the system is full, we need to test to make sure everything is functioning properly. After everything is clear, go ahead and start the vehicle and turn the AC on. Make sure that the clutch operates. If you have gauges hooked up, verify that the pressures are in the normal range. Also make sure that your cooling fan is working properly. And then measure the temperature out of the center vent. My outside air temp was about 80 degrees, and the center vent temp was in the mid to low 40s. If everything is good, remove your gauges and put the service port caps back on the vehicle. If you found this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching.